One book, one idea, Theo of Golden by Allen Levi. And one of the most interesting ideas in the book is that a simple act of kindness can create ripples through countless lives, even if that kindness comes from someone you barely know. I picked this book because the reviews were almost unbelievably high, some of the closest to 5 stars I've ever seen, and the premise immediately pulled me in. Theo is an 86-year-old newcomer visiting Golden, Georgia. One day he walks into a coffee shop called The Chance and notices 92 pencil portraits hanging on the walls. Instead of seeing decorations, he feels like those portraits belong somewhere else, with the people they were drawn to represent. So he begins buying them one by one, tracking down the people in each drawing and giving the portraits back as gifts. Stories are shared, friendships are formed, and lives slowly begin to change. But in the background, there's always another question. Who is Theo, and why is he doing all of this? At first, I was completely intrigued. I loved the mystery surrounding Theo, and I kept waiting to understand his secret and his larger plan. There were moments that genuinely moved me. Theo's kindness often made people feel deeply seen, and I could feel the emotional impact of the way his words changed those around him. I also appreciated the idea that generosity can create ripple effects far beyond the original gesture. Some scenes felt spiritually uplifting, and I understood why so many readers describe the experience as comforting, hopeful, and even life-changing. But as I kept reading, I found myself struggling. The novel spends a huge amount of time on Theo's meetings, conversations, and growing friendships, while the mystery that initially hooked me faded into the background for long stretches. The writing is undeniably beautiful, and there were passages that made me smile, laugh, or feel emotional. But eventually, I felt like the story was asking me to stay invested purely because a secret had been promised at the beginning. Many of the conversations also felt unrealistic to me. Strangers often revealed their deepest regrets, fears, and life stories to Theo almost immediately, and after a while that started to pull me out of the experience instead of drawing me deeper into it. The book also leans heavily into its Christian themes, which clearly resonated with many readers, but I found that some of those moments felt more preachy than natural. By the time I reached the ending, I was relieved that the story tied its threads together and still delivered an emotional payoff. I can absolutely see why so many people adore this novel, and I genuinely respect what the author was trying to do. For me, the premise was stronger than the execution. But Theo of Golden reminded me that the books we connect with often say as much about where we are in life as they do about the story itself. If there's a book you'd like me to review, just drop the title in the comments. Need the ebook? Message me on Telegram. And if this video was useful to you, a small coffee donation goes a long way in keeping this channel going.